Viva La Brindle. As I've said before, I am the Brindle. The Brindle. There is no other Brindle. Um, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. As you can see, I already have the wrecker pulled up, and I spawned into Colorado. I'm gonna do some towing in the mountains, see what we can do up there. But before that, we're gonna go into the service shop and we're gonna change some lights around. So let's get to it. Wanted to do the let's see. Go. Want to do the roof lights. I want to do the classic look. So this one, yeah, we're definitely gonna do with LED. Just LEDs are better. I'm gonna do all of them LED. So it has that classic look with the future, not future, but presentable bulbs, up to date, updated, if you want to say. Just all around better. So yeah, it's so much better. The headlights, let's see, excuse me, paint style. Oh, they're painted with the fenders. That's sick. Okay. Let's keep on keeping on just to see what we can get home. Do I want to go back to 389 headlights? I don't really want to. 589. Old school 2? 2? No, 2. Round style. Nah, I like the 379 look. The updated bulbs and such. Headlight module. Oh no. Yeah, so we can change those out. We're gonna go LED all around. So that's gonna be nice. Bumper's gonna stay the same. Those are gonna stay the same. Probably change the lug covers at least. Painted. Yeah, we're gonna go black on those. Actually, we could go with the bright green. I'm not gonna go with the bright green though. That looked kind of cheesy. I'm not a fan of that cheesiness. But I like that. Yeah. Because these are exposed and the lugs back here are open. And for a wrecker, like all the weight's coming back anyway, so you'd be servicing the rears more anyways. So, you know, just have some sort of function behind why I do it. But I'm going to keep that like that. And I think we're good with that. $2,400 in lights. Not cheap. Alright, so now let's get into jobs. We're gonna go into freight market. And just like Ford type wrecker in there. Yeah, right off the bat, that's in Texas. Don't want Texas. We want Colorado if we can. Texas, Idaho, Stockton, Denver, Colorado to New Mexico. Gonna be towing a superliner all the way down to New Mexico. Do I want to do that? Kind of like Kansas, a little shorter of a ride. I do want to try to keep to Denver if I can. Idaho, no. Indiana. Holbrook 2. No, absolutely not. I'm trying to make this a one trip deal. Actually, you know what? It won't be that big of a deal. I could probably just pick up where I go. Anyways, like I'll pull off into a rest area, like how an actual trucker would. I'll save it and I'll keep going. So I'll do that. I don't mind. But definitely gonna keep to Colorado. Just for the mountains. Just have it scenic. Wyoming, Montana, there. California, Texas, Oklahoma, Okie. I'm a fan of Leonard Skinner, and in one of their live videos from '76, it was when they were in Nebworth. If you don't know, Nebworth is a music festival, I believe, in England, and they played in 1976 with the Rolling Stones, and according to people that were there, they blew the Rolling Stones off the stage. So, a little tidbit of information. But guitar Steve Gaines is from Oklahoma, and Ronnie Van Zant called him the Okie. So, that's a little tidbit of information for you. So you know what? Yeah, so we got time for that too. So we can set that one as GPS. We got to go to Holbrook, Arizona. So now, Arizona. Oh, that's way far away. Well, we'll go to Farmington, New Mexico first. And then we can drive over to Arizona. It doesn't seem like it'd be that far. It'd probably be like 100 miles, 100, 200 miles-ish, maybe, hopefully. Hopefully less, so we can get going. But alright. Let's get trucking. Yeah, it's that. Let's fucking hit them, Jesus Christ. Have a better look outside. Good view of the truck too. As you can see, we're at 888 miles. We're gonna obviously surpass that today. Oh, 167 miles. No big old deal. Singing. And those of you that don't remember, we did swap the KTA Cummins from Z-Mods into this when it came out. I personally love how it sounds, and the power it has from Z-Mods is definitely something to behold. It was kind of glitchy with heavier weights. See, I just gonna move on. Gonna move past that. 45 speed limit so we can flat foot this bitch a little bit. Alright, the speed limit's 55 now, so... Turn the jakes off. So start going crazy in speed. Going 70, not crazy. Just cruising. No jakes yet. Alright, speed limit did just drop off 10 miles an hour. Beautiful. Oh. Well, we're already here. If you guys missed that, did not know that there was going to be a line of vehicles in front. And, I just panicked and did not hit the jakes. So I'm just going to leave the jakes on. Yeah, because if they were on and I didn't, like, not have to think about it, I probably would have been able to stop. Okay, 35 miles to go. Just say no to fuel economy, just flat footing it uphill. That's a sucky place to break down. Top gear. See if we can push this thing to 100 before we have to stop. Pushed too hard. Pushed it too hard. we're gonna let off. I don't wanna have a repeat. We'll keep it 70s for like high gear, and 45 is like definitely slower the hell down. Not sure if anybody else saw, but like when I was downshifting like crazy, this thing pushed well past 3 grand. Yeah, go ahead, man. If you guys can see my brake application gauge, which is right next to that little red flag on my GPS, it actually displays how much pressure is being applied to my brakes. That is an actual function of trucks in the real world, where it will show you and tell you how much pressure is being applied to your brakes. Smooth, buttery turn. So got 55 miles, and we just hit 1,000 miles on the Pete. We're going 80. I'm not gonna push it much further than that, but I'm gonna keep it high and low. For a fuel economy there, it looks like we're getting 30-ish miles per gallon, which is crazy to think about in something this large. Until obviously apply any throttle, it dips like 10 miles per gallon. Alright, buddy, what are you doing? Oh, I can bypass the way station. I was gonna go buy it anyways. Oh, it looks like we have exit coming up. I'm going nice, slow, and steady. Got a nice uphill, so we can slow down further. Yeah. There we go. Bring it down to keep it at 1 high. And we're gonna go. I would like to see, like, for this mod, like, full tractor and trailer setups, because that has to be done sometimes, and I've seen it done. It's just crazy you have to move that much and be at the head of that with an extra, I don't know, fucking 100 feet of material behind you on top of like the 30 you have to deal with the wrecker itself. Because if a trailer's 53 feet, and a standard truck, let's say from front drive axle forward, because front drive axle is typically where the front of the trailer is going to be, it'd be like 20-ish feet, something like that. So it'd be, alright, so definitely like 30 feet less than what I was saying. So like 70-ish. But we have gotten very close to our destination. Sorry, bud, we are cutting off the Mustang. I honestly don't even remember what the hell truck I'm picking up here. Like, I remember I said something about a Max Superliner, free market. Oh no, we're picking up cavalry, that's cool. Looks like a freightliner cavalry. And truck's right there. Don't want it. I may do the grill next. Well, that and like the company decals and stuff, I still have yet to do anything with that. I do have to look that up though, because it would be nice to have my own company logo, name, and all that on the side of this thing. Look at that. Yep, freightliner, cab over. Get that out of there, and there we go. We are hooked up, ready to rock and roll. 500 miles, not terrible. And bam, official. Looks like it's a big circle. Take a little wider return here because I see. Does it go down that way again? Yeah, it looks like it. Can't really see over here now, but I'm feeling we are going the correct way. Slow and steady wins the race. Yep, going the right way. Alright, so the time we get there looks like it's going to be roughly 3 a.m. So, it's definitely going to be nighttime, and we're just like dark in the game by the time we get there. Hopefully less traffic as well. We're gonna try to adhere to the traffic signs. Try to. Turn snuck up on me. $75, so we can let her eat a little bit. Sorry. Yep, I need to cool it down with a exit coming up. Alright, got a red light. Go back down to... Whoa, oh, there we go. Don't need fuel. I just noticed the fuel station up ahead. Had to take a quick little peek. Short stopping has me pucker so hard in this game. So it's 35. So we are going up to Denver. I've personally never been to Denver. I've seen pictures of the Rockies, and I know of the Rockies. A tidbit of knowledge from the Rockies, at least like what I know from like Maine, like, I wouldn't even say mainstream, but like, I love movies, and part of the movies I've seen that relate to Colorado and the Rocky Mountains is rather Jeremiah Johnson, which, if you don't know that movie, highly suggest it. about a mountain man in the early 1800s. So before the Civil War, I believe. He leaves the army to become a trapper, a mountain man, and to turn ahead. Hey, just like in real life, people just wait to the very last second. But, yeah, so Jeremiah Johnson, there was an actual mountain man named John Johnson, or they would call him Liver-Eating Johnson. And Liver-Eating Johnson, he got that name because the story goes he went on a trapping expedition for the day. Like, I don't think he left with a party or anything like that. Like, he was at a homestead, like, with a cabin he built with his wife. His wife was a Blackfoot Indian, I believe, or Blackfoot Native American, rather. And he had left, and a tribe of Crow Native Americans, or Crow Indians, we call them Indians like my entire life, so I mean, if I go back and forth between it, I don't mean offense. But yeah, the Crow, a tribe of Crow, ransacked his home, killed his wife. I don't know what else they did aside from that. I do actually have a book about him. I haven't started reading it. I do have a few books I have to read. Yeah, so Johnson then had a lifelong, this man was never killed. This man had a lifelong fight against the Crow Indian, the Crow Native American. It was just a lifelong endeavor, lifelong vendetta. Like, he killed hundreds of Crow Indian, and he got the name Liver-Eating Johnson. Yes, thank you for moving. He got the name Liver-Eating Johnson because in the native culture, I believe it's in native culture that the liver, it's a sign of, I forget the specifics behind it, but it's a sign of major disrespect, like one of the top disrespects if you consume or eat. It's either disrespect or it's you just gain the power of the enemy you killed if you ate their liver. So he did. Every single Crow, Indian, Native American, he killed them, cut out their liver, and ate them. Dude was hellbent. There's also another, like, Mountain Man movie I've seen before. It's literally called The Mountain Man. I haven't seen it in probably 20, probably 20 years, something like that. I want to say one of the bridges is in there. I think Jeff has a brother, I think. It's definitely one of the bridges, yeah. I think it's one of them in it. But it's him, another co-star, and a female. I can't remember. She's the Native American, but I can't remember like the premise of it. I'll have to look for it sometime soon. I'll get the lights on preemptively. Nothing like setting a light. Yep, there we go. Come on. There is a kind of glitch. I want to call it a glitch with the KTA. like, it's like this with some other engines too, where, like, if you just hit the throttle, it kind of, like, hesitates, resists for, like, a couple seconds, and then it just gives you full wide open throttle, which is fucking, I mean, it is what it is. You do have weight, but it's not enough for it to be, like, crazy, because you're not dumping the clutch, so, I don't know, maybe it's just the way I drive it, just maybe you have to be way more gingerly, maybe. There was a freightliner cab over actually at the truck show I went to at my dealership, and it had a 3408 Caterpillar in her, which was pretty damn cool. She was all original paint, original pretty much everything. It was awesome to see. There was also another truck there, a older Kenworth, and it had an 8V92. Which I personally have not seen. I haven't seen one of those, like, all, like, cherry. I have seen one in a, Oshkosh, fire truck, but, I've not seen one, except for that one in person, in a, tractor. It was all chromed out. It was so nice. I never got a chance to, hear it run, though. I was only there for... No. I was only there for maybe an hour. There were 70 trucks, but a lot of the guys just kept their hoods closed. I don't know, I'm more of like the function guy. Like, yeah, I get it. They're absolutely beautiful trucks. Beautiful paint, beautiful chrome. But I want to see, like, under the hood and see what they've done to make them special underneath. Should be able to actually do this one in one go here, one episode. So maybe 500 miles will be the limit I'll go to. Bumps in the road. Got a little sketchy right there. I think we did get ahead of the other tractor, though. He was not going as fast. This is where I wish I could, like, play songs, you know, while I play and stream. I mean, granted I could, but, like, I would like to play the songs for you guys to hear. It would just be more involved. You get to hear a cool soundtrack while you know, sit here and watch me drive. Why is there a random fire truck by the side of the woods? No lights on, no nothing. That's very strange. Speed limit's 50. I understand you're going slow. Okay, 45 though. I speed limit's 25 now. Taking all the lift up here. Oh no, that is... Sorry, bud. I did not think it was going to be going like that. Okay, so we're going to hang in the far right lane to turn left here. Just give us that nice swing. And if that other guy was smart, yep, he is. Because he has a trailer, he's going to have a wider swing than us. Alright. So I do mostly want to, like, have shorter trips, just because, like when it comes times, like, when I was on that hill, just having, maybe just being forced to talk, because of, like, being, like, recorded, but, like, at the same time, I'm driving a truck. Sometimes, you know, just listening, watching the truck go down the road. That's all you need. So, yeah, I think I'll keep doing longer runs now. It's 9th Street in Durango. I don't know where Durango is. Durango, Colorado? Might be. I'll have to look it up. There we go. Go into the left lane. Yes, we have to go into the left lane. This thing sounds menacing outside. We screeched the tires. Low. So one thing I did want to talk about, the way the truck is being towed. Yes, it is towing the truck, but realistically, it would be easier to tow it from the rear axle. And because with towing it from the steer, you would have to disconnect the drive shafts from the differentials. Like, not the one that goes between the differentials, but the main drive shaft from the transmission to the differential. Which, all around, it's not that much work, but at the same time, work smarter, not harder. Which, on the highway, I get it. But, like, no. Options for the tow would be cool. Like, have it a little more realistic. Which ties into, like, the full tows like I was talking about beforehand. The, tractor with trailer. Oh, we got some squiggles to drive, don't we? Going 33. Okay, the bend coming up, I'm definitely gonna like a slow, I'm gonna slow down really hard. But looks like it's just all going uphill too. I don't even know what kind of grade we're on right now, but I can just see, like, we're at an angle from the trees. The center post on the windshield kind of screwed me up. I thought it was a tree. That's messed up. Looks like we have a turn off. If maybe we got tired. Need to let the brakes cool down, maybe. I'll let the diffs cool down, rather. Because going uphill, it's definitely going to get temps very hot. Looks like we're still going uphill. Because I have the pedal all the way to the floor. And we are still climbing in speed, but very slowly. I just noticed my volt gauge for my batteries is not working. Batteries are starting. What are you doing, bud? Holy shit. We got a hairpin coming up. That's why. What a turn. find a scenic overlook just back that way a little bit. It'll display like a nice cinematic with the views, and I'm not sure it would really turn out good at night though, because obviously you can't really see much. We're hammering these jigs right now. And places like this is where a runaway ramp would be very nice. And for those of you that don't know, a runaway ramp is basically a uphill ramp built into the side of the highway that goes up probably a quarter mile? Probably a lot shorter, but it's literally just like hundreds of feet long worth of sand to just get the truck to stop as soon as possible, because if the brakes fail, she's not stopping at all. Contacts, what I mean. That's why I'm blinking so hard. Let's make an eye appointment soon. I only have 2 pairs left. I use monthlies, not dailies. And I could not see anywhere of where I was going with that. I didn't bother looking in the rear view, so we're just gonna... we don't want to make that mistake again, because we might end up going off the mountain. I've said before, maybe in person it would be different. Like if I was actually driving and could orientate, I would probably be going a lot slower than what I'm going right now though. Just to be on the safe side. I'd be very timid in the first place, but yeah. Looks like we are past that neck of the woods. I don't know what the speed limit is over here, but keep it to around 40. That's Stady. Nah, this is right on the Charger. Oh, we got some more pins coming up. So I think we may... I'm coming here, cutting it close on this episode. I want to try to keep it to about an hour, if I can. If not, it's not the biggest deal in the world. But yeah, no, I need... Yeah, we are very close to that part of the mountain. Still 3 hours away at 188 miles to go. Yeah, we got some devious turns coming up here. That's on the opposite side of the road, and I am not gonna stop. Maybe next time, but though you can see a city down yonder. Keep it nice and slow. Alright, I think we're past that. It looks like we're going into a town. So I think we're going to be a little past the Squiggles for now, the Rocky Mountain Squiggles, if you want to call it that. It's a good name for the episode, Rocky Mountain Squiggles. Definitely going to gonna have to follow the straight tractor now. So we are on a grade. Where are you going, dude? Good signal. I didn't see signal. Oh. Fucking gay. Nope. Nobody was coming. Alright. I'm trying not to do that, but it's obviously a little hard to stop. And I did weigh this thing with a tractor on it beforehand. It came out to over 100,000, which it would make sense why it doesn't stop well at all. And we cannot see the light. We can see the very bottom where the green would be. That's all we need. Or I could just do that. There we go. I thought about underglow. Not underglow, but like floor glow in this thing. I might just be thinking of the 359 I use. Speed limit sign. Make sure I'm going at the appropriate speed. 65. Alright. Did just hit 65. I'm going to try to maintain instead of scooting and booting. I actually just saw the time. I'm going to get up to my closest like rest area, and I will have to end the episode there. I'll pick it up tomorrow and not achievement, but getting closer. Like for all the cities to visit. But yeah, I'll have to get off to the next rest stop and call it quits for this episode. For over an hour at this point, like an hour 3. So we are going to pick this up at a later time. It'll only be a short drive anyways, but we'll keep on trucking when the time calls for it. I should have planned it out a little better. But it is what it is. What was it Bob Ross used to say? Happy accidents, I think. Something like that. But yeah. Alright, who's moving over? Dare I look? Do I have anything coming up? Walmart. Wally World. I don't even know what the fuck did I just hit. I didn't hit anything. I was like right in the middle of the road. Right in the middle of the road. I'm multitasking. I did it again. Wait. But yeah. So we could probably stop at Wally World and sleep in the parking lot there, or go to Home Depot maybe. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. They make enough money. Well, you know, we're not gonna go into the Walmart parking lot. We're gonna go into the Home Depot parking lot. Because say no. Say no to Walmart. Fuck Walmart. Home Depot. And not to be a ooh, where am I gonna park is it next? Ooh, next dilemma. Ooh, actually, could do that. So there are actual rest areas you can pull into in the game, and um, uh, and you can rest. It'll just fast forward time. I think I was talking about this before, but you do get fatigue if you play the game to the T, like all the settings as the game was when you fired it up. So you do have to rest to recover your fatigue, and it also fast forwards time, so you can obviously drive in daylight or just whichever comes first. So that being said, guys, we're going to save here. Yes, and on that note, we will pick this up at a later time, and if you like hearing my commentary, like my driving, which I highly doubt you would like my driving, or you like my rigs, and you probably like seeing my big dumb face. In any case, any scenario, please like and subscribe, and yeah, we're going to keep trucking. And as always, it is a beautiful day. So, guys, have a good night.